Hello, welcome to another episode of Blowing Steam. This one is January 7, 2018. New year, new Steam.
Yep.
So, today we were going to talk about the S.T.E.A.M and the Glowforge.
Yes.
Alright, so, as an educator, I recently acquired a S.T.E.A.M for the high school that I teach at. And I went ahead and assembled it, and it pretty much took about 2 hours to set up, from getting it out of the box to setting up. There was one slight issue I noticed. The Quick Start Guide actually had instructions for the previous version of the software. So a lot of and I like the previous version, because you know the whole thing with the little directional arrows that you can choose how far things go with the extruder and all that?
One thing I noticed about Taz software is that it's a cross between it's packaging Cura, which is Ultimakers. Well, they have their own modified version of Cura for the Taz, and then they have Pronterface, also modified to actually control it and print with it. I used to use Pronterface way before Repetier was a thing. It's quite a it was a nice little program.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in this case, what I was talking about was just the control interface, where you can, like, they had a series of concentric circles, and each one had a different value. Like
That's
one.
what Pronterface was.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, they sort of have that, but now it's different. It's just weird. And the extruder, it doesn't really. It's different, and I'm sure I'll get used to it. But
yeah.
I went ahead and ran a test print with it, and it went ahead and it came out pretty good. You saw it over there.
Yeah, I saw it. It was a little that octopus.
The Rocktopus, but
yeah.
They have the Rock 2 Puss.
Rock
with
two.
There you go. So I'll probably be bringing back more reports from that, but it seems like it's up and running, so I cannot wait to go ahead and get started with all that.
The only thing that I kind of don't like about the Taz, just at first glance, is the fact that it uses 2.85 or 3mm filament rather than 1.75. And that's just personal preference, because I've been using that since 2014, 2015. And it seems to be even more of a standard than the 3mm. Because my first printer, the PrinterBot, that came standard with 3mm. But one thing I noticed is that because of how thick it was, once it got to the tighter winds in the middle of the filament roll, it started to just crack as it was being pulled in.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, isn't is all 3mm filament 2.85 actually, or is there some 2.85 and then some that are 3?
There's a difference.
Oh
and
my god. 1.75 is just always 1.75.
Yeah. And I think the reason why they did that was because of standards in other countries, like in the European areas. They had 2.85 because back when they first made rep wraps over there, I think it has ties to that. I forgot what type of line they used before, but it obviously wasn't specialized for 3D printers. It was just something that they found that just so happened to work with it.
Right.
You know?
Well, the only other thing I really wanted to talk about today was the Glowforge. You've finally seen it in person.
It's pretty.
Did you see our live stream of it, though?
I did not see it yet.
Oh, check Instagram. Oh, wait, no, it's probably over 24 hours. You missed it.
Damn.
Triggins was the camera operator for that one. Well, in any case, you've seen it. What do you think of what it looks like?
It looks like an Apple of laser cutters. Like, it looks like a consumer product rather than an industrial product, and I really like that about it. It looks easier to use.
This is true. You know, but I'll give it this. It actually looks less like an eye laser, little I, big L,
yeah,
than I was expecting.
Yeah.
I was expecting, like, perfectly white, seamless, advertising
brushed
that it
aluminum.
had... brushed aluminum. Advertising that it had the new Retina camera or something like that. But all in all, unfortunately it's not set up yet. I think we're going to be doing that over the Martin Luther King Day break.
Okay.
Because I'll have the day off. So, hopefully we'll have it all set up and ready to go.
Speaking of which, do you
Mhm.
think we could do another Blowing Steam episode on that day, or should we keep those, like actual working with the machines on a separate, like, sub-series of this?
We can do it however we want.
Okay. Well, I'm just throwing ideas out there.
Hey, by all means. But that's why I said we could do it however it's our show, darn it.
Yeah.
Alright, well in any case, that's all for today. Next week we'll have some more stuff to talk about.
Mhm.
But until next time, see you next week.